when they were playing a song, and then they kept on cutting it down and cutting it down until like what?
It's like a clip, yeah.
I don't know how much they cut it down because I stopped watching as soon as Carson Daly left. Like, sorry, it's not TRL without Carson Daly.
It's funny, Carson Daly is now like on the Today Show or something like that. Like,
he sure
is. Dude.
Yes, he is.
Carson Daly used to rule the world. TRL was like the biggest thing back then.
And it was a big deal when he painted. Remember when he painted his nails? He had like the black nails, and that was
everybody thought it was so edgy.
Yes, it was such a big deal. Like, oh, Carson Daly painted his nails black. Oh.
See, we used to like on Saturday nights at midnight, they did 120 minutes, and it was 2 hours of like hard rock and heavy metal videos.
Yes.
That was a thing in our house. Like, my brothers especially were into that.
Oh, yes, that's right. Headbangers Ball. Totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
And the rap one with
Yo MTV Raps.
Yeah, Yo MTV Raps. Yes.
Yes.
They played I call it the Ed Lover dance. Let Me Clear My Throat. They played that last night.
Oh my God. That is a song. When you talk about that song and like remembering something, every time I hear that song, I am automatically at this bar we used to hang out at in college, dancing and drinking a Rolling Rock. Just immediately when I hear it, that's where I am.
Ashley, I'm sure you've heard Let Me Clear My Throat.
No, I totally have. I'm just saying, like, what you just heard it recently. I haven't even thought about Yo MTV Raps in years. And I haven't heard the name Ed Lover in years either.
Bad Wi-Fi. Okay, so by no means is MC Hammer anywhere close to a one-hit wonder, but he had a big part in my life. I don't know why, but I was obsessed with You Can't Touch This. And so I went to the prom, and that song came on, and I started dancing. And for some reason, everybody stopped and looked at me, and I was like the hit of the prom. It was like one of those like things out of one of a 90s movie or something like that.
That's so awesome.
And like the girl I went to the prom with, she dumped me, which she didn't dump. We weren't together. We were just like, it's like we just needed a date. We didn't, we didn't even really know each other that well. But she like, just like abandoned me or whatever. And all these girls wanted to talk to me, but I was so shy and awkward. I didn't know what to say to them. But yeah, I was the hit of the prom for dancing like MC Hammer.
Did you own Hammer pants?
I wish. I want them now. I would go to work in Hammer pants.
Hammer pants or skids? That's everybody wore the skids. Remember those? They were basically pajama pants.
Oh yes. See, I was too busy wearing all the floral dresses I could find at all of the stores that no longer exist. Sigh.
I want to go back to the 90s.
Just Barbie Girl and thinking it's about Barbie dolls.
Right. Yeah, that was such an innocent time in my life. When I was wearing, like I said, I was wearing the floral dresses and the awesome sunglasses. I thought I was a stud. Let's be honest here. And now I've grown up and I'm like, no. Nope.
Now you want to be caught dead in a floral dress or sunglasses.
I wear sunglasses all the time, except at night.
Okay. Well, that's an 80s song, actually.
I did that on purpose. Because I know you're going to have an 80s edition of this podcast.
Well,
I'm not
You weren't
silly.
even born in the 80s. You can't be that.
I didn't say I was participating. I just said I know you're having it.
I'm totally be in for an 80s edition.
I don't need to be invited because I can't remember a darn thing. I wasn't even born until 1990, so it's not even fair.
Well, I was born in the 70s, so I remember it all.
I think I'm about 3 or 4 years older than you, Kristen. So, yeah. The 80s are a whole different animal.
Yeah.
Yes.
But it makes you think, what are the 2000s going to be known for? What are the this decade going to be known for? Like,
the 2000s are known for horrible Abercrombie, Hollister, and American Eagle clothes. And there are so many things.
Justin Bieber.
Ugh.
I choose not to include Justin Bieber as part of that conversation.
Taylor Swift, Katy Perry.
Country Taylor Swift. You have to distinguish the two.
Right. Because
she's gone all pop diva.
Yeah.
I love Taylor Swift. Then now. Don't trash Taylor.
Hey, I've been to 2 Taylor Swift concerts. Had a good time. Enjoyed it. Took my daughter. Didn't go alone. That'd be weird. But
yeah.
I've also been to a couple One Direction concerts. That was interesting. But
I'm trying to think. Craziest concert, most out there concert I've ever been to. Maybe it was George Clinton. Let's be honest here.
Oh wow, yeah, that'd be pretty out there.
Yeah, because the only pop artist I've seen is Lady Gaga. I am going to see, so this is another one out of the 90s. I'm going to see Beck, Cagey Elephant, and Spoon. Now, obviously, Cagey Elephant is not from the 90s.
That is a good lineup.
Yes, I am pumped. I purchased seats for that. I am not putting myself in the lawn for that show. I am not. I put myself undercover for that. I will be closer to the front, and I'm not. If we're gonna talk 90s here for a minute, this would be more late 90s than anything, but one band I am not ashamed to pay money for is Blink-182. Never, okay. Never. Love them.
They're definitely 90s iconic.
Enema of the State turns 20 years old this year, and it makes me feel sad. And it makes me feel even more sad because Mark Hoppus hasn't aged a day. I'm like, I want to be you when I grow up. Dang.
I don't know. I think the most random concert I ever got roped into with an ex-boyfriend was Iron Maiden.
Oh man, that's
every minute of it. I hated every minute of it. I was so miserable. I don't like the music. I did not blend with that crowd. And then 2 guys were on the lawn for that one. 2 guys got into a fight, and this guy got his nose broken in front of me.
Oh my goodness.
It was terrible.
I've been to concerts where like I was in the mosh pit or near the mosh pit, and I had to like be like the protector of like the girls that were with us, and it's just crazy, like all like a bunch of idiots just running into each other, like.
And this wasn't even moshing. This was just 2 drunk jerks who got into a fight and started to beat each other up.
I've actually witnessed that myself, and it was at a Van Halen concert. Yes.
I tell you what. The people, when you go to a concert or a show or anything like that, the people around you make the show.
Yes.
It could be, it could make it much better. It can make it much worse. I've gone to Penguin games where I've had the worst time ever because the people around me were absolute idiots. And then sometimes I've gone to Penguin games where I have the best time ever because the people were absolutely awesome. And it's just crazy. I went to a Billy Joel concert once, and this dude was, I'm not a little guy, but the guy was like twice as big as me. And he was playing air piano the whole time. He's out there with his fingers, like trying to play piano along with Billy Joel, and it was the most annoying thing ever. I'm like, I wish I could throw up on you, dude. You deserve it.
You know, the most annoying thing at concerts actually is when somebody tells you to sit down. That's happened to me at least twice.
It's crazy. It's either everybody has to stand or everybody has to sit down. But if one person stands, then they're the weirdo that has to, like, oh, I'm sorry, I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah, it happened to me once when I went to a concert with my family, actually. And I mean, I was the only sober one, which made it even funnier. Yes, I was with my family. And these people behind us were getting really ticked off. And my mom just kind of snaps around. And she's like, it was Blondie and Pat Benatar for the record. And
nice.
Fun.
She turns around. She's like, I'm not sitting. And I thought these people were going to try to fight her. And my dad was ready to restrain her.
Oh my
gosh. I just looked at these people. I'm like, listen, we're at a concert. You need to cool your jets. Can we just have fun here? And sorry, everyone. It was one of those. Both instances were times when everyone was standing except for the people complaining.
Ugh.
Yeah. There have definitely been times I've been at concerts that I wished somebody would sit down, but I would never actually tell somebody to sit down.
Yeah. Well, and for me, like, if I have to choose between seeing it and listening to it, I do actually like listening to it. I mean, some bands are really good with their visuals, and this is another podcast idea, Joey, is we have a fantasy draft on best bands we've seen live.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which I have I have like 10 I've seen so many concerts, luckily. But yeah, because when I think of some bands are really good with visuals. Some bands are just really good with playing. Other bands just suck.
Any Bon Jovi fans here?
Crickets.
I don't hate them. If they come on, I'll sing along, but I don't own albums. I wouldn't pay to see them. My mom, on the other hand, goes crazy for John Bon Jovi.
No, he's a Jersey boy. I do not favor. No,
he is. I don't want to say the shows are awful. But what he does is he'll play a few of the hits that the people actually want to listen to, and 75% of the show is the new crap that nobody cares about.
Oh, he's one of those.
And then the last time he came, a couple years ago, he was sick. And instead of rescheduling or postponing or canceling, he tried to power through it. And he actually had like other people come up and sing for him. Ooh. And then he just like cut it off. He's like, okay, bye. And that's it. And everybody's like, what just happened? And he didn't cut it really early, but he didn't like it. At a certain point, he's like, okay, we're done. Bye.
See, I would rather somebody just cancel the show if they're sick than do that.
It was a lousy show. And yeah, just, if you're not going to be your best, just reschedule. We get it.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, like Green Day, for example. Green Day will bring people on stage, but it's to join them. It's not to like necessarily take their places.
Yeah.
And because I've seen them 4 times, so they've kind of there's some things that they do every show and some that they kind of altered per tour. But the last tour they went on, they brought up. So they usually bring up someone to play guitar on Longview, which is really, and it's usually, they always bring up kids, which is even cooler because it makes me feel like a cool kid. Because yes, I was that young when I started listening to Green Day. Like I remember them coming on and then seeing these kids who are like 9-10 years old and they're going on stage with Green Day to play guitar or sing.
Wow.
It is so cool. And I'm jealous. That's the way to bring people on stage.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
That's an amazing experience there. Holy cow.
We went.
It's so good. No, go ahead.
No, we went to see the Dropkick Murphys and Flogging Molly last summer at Stage AE, which was a super fun show. And at the end, they just start bringing everybody up, like anybody from the audience that can make their way to the front. By the end, the stage was completely packed with people up there.
Would this by chance be near St. Patrick's Day, maybe?
No, actually, we saw them in June, or it was like June. It was one of the hottest days of the summer. It was like 96 degrees.
All right. So you're seeing a show at Stage AE. Were there seats or were you standing the whole time?
We were out in the lawn. So we were mostly standing.
Okay. Oh, wait, was that at Star Lake?
Was that?
Was that at Star Lake?
No, it was at Stage AE.
Okay.
Stage A